So today we have this very interesting integration question. What makes this question interesting is that there's a perfect set of steps to solve this kind of problems, or else we can say it is a very standard integration problem. So first step is that we'll consider our integration as I. Yes, now moving further, integration sign as it is. Now the first step while solving this kind of equation, or we can say this type of integration, is that we will divide the numerator and denominator by x square. So x square plus 1, which is already present in the numerator as it is, and this has been divided by x square, the numerator divided by x square. Now the denominator, so x to the power 4 plus x square plus 1, and this has been divided by x square and dx. So this is what we mean by dividing the numerator and denominator by x square. Now we will separate the denominator. What is the meaning of separating the denominator is like this way, understand, a plus b upon c. Now if I will apply the separate the denominator step over here, so it would become a upon c plus b upon c. You can see this c has gone with this a, this b. So if the even if here d is there, so plus d upon c would be there. But a plus b plus d upon c plus e is there, so here's nothing, means the c is not as a common LCM over here, so it will not work over there. When a common LCM is present for a number of numerators, it can go with each and every numerator, and that's we call as the separate the denominator. So yes, now let us move further here by separate the denominator. So x square will, this x square will go with this x square, so x square upon x square. Now it will go with this 1, so 1 upon x square. Now here x4 upon x square, it is going with each and every term. Here x square upon x square, the middle one, you can see this middle, now it will go with 1 upon x square, yes, and dx over here. Now let us see what is the next step over here. Now we can see the powers and the factors would get cancelled over here easily. So integration, now I can see x square and x square got cancelled, so 1 plus 1 upon x square as it is. And in the denominator, here I can see 4 and 2, so according to the exponential rule, a to the power m upon a to the power n, it becomes a to the power m minus n. So similarly in this case, x to the power 4 upon x square, so it would form x to the power 4 minus 2, and that is equals to x square. Here I can see x square got cancelled out, and here 1 upon x square as it is. So I will write 1 upon x square first and then write positive 1. No difference because this nothing has been changed. I have just written the 1 upon x square earlier, and then after I have written the plus 1. Yes, so we have reached these steps. Now we can say the most important steps from here. The first step was to just divide the numerator and denominator by x square over here. This is the important step. Now this is again the important step. Now look carefully. Integration as it is, 1 plus 1 upon x square as it is, upon. Now I will just first I will write and then I will explain. X minus 1 upon x the whole square plus 3 dx. Look over here. Yes. Now what I have done is then kept the numerator as it is, 1 plus 1 upon x square, but you can see there's a slight change in the denominator. This is means this, that is why this is called a perfect, or we can say standard integration, because these steps are fixed. Why this has been done like this way? How can we get that? Yes, we have to turn like this way. This is because these steps are fixed, or we can say the shortest way to solve this kind of integrations, these steps are fixed. Yes. Now look over here. When I will open this whole square, so x square plus 1 upon x square minus 2. Now I have added 3, so minus 2 plus 3 means it will give me positive 1. So positive 1 over here. Now look over here. The denominator was nothing but x square plus 1 upon x square plus positive 1. X square plus 1 upon x plus 1. And when I have simplified this thing, so it gave out the same input. So I have done nothing but I have turned out x square plus 1 upon x square plus 1 to this form. Yes, in this form I have turned it out. Now why we have turned it out in this step, so let us see it's why is it very useful. Now we will use the substitution method and consider x minus 1 upon x my u. Now we will take derivative on both the sides. So derivative of u with respect to x, derivative of x is 0, not 0, 1, and derivative of 1 upon x is negative 1 upon x square, and because of this negative sign it will become positive 1 upon x square. Yes, now I can see derivative of u upon 1 plus 1 upon x square, and that is the value of derivative of x. Yes, now instead of dx in this question I have to put that value to solve this integration. This is what we mean by the substitution rule. So let us do that over here. Yes, now integration sign as it is, let the integration be very perfect. Yes, and the 1 plus 1 upon x square as it is in the numerator, and this has been considered as u over here, so instead of that u, and it's a square, so u square plus 3 and multiplied by, instead of dx, now derivative of u upon x plus 1 not x plus 1 plus 1 upon x square. Yes, 1 plus 1 upon x square. Look over here. Now I can see very beautifully this both cancelled each other, and now the integration is very simple. Derivative of u upon u square as it is, and 3 will be written as root 3 the whole square. Why it will be written in this form? Because it to bring in the form of integration of 1 upon a square plus x square dx is equals to 1 upon a tan inverse of x upon a. So I've just bring in that form, so now its integration becomes 1 upon under root 3, 1 upon a, 1 upon under root 3 tan inverse u and upon under root 3. Now I have to just put the value of u in terms of x, because we need the final answer in terms of x only. So u was over here x plus 1 upon, sorry, x minus 1 upon x, so 1 upon under root 3 tan inverse 1 minus 1 upon x upon under root 3 and plus the constant c, and that's the value of I. Yes, and that's our answer, that this I is equals to 1 upon under root 3 tan inverse 1 minus 1 upon x upon under root 3 plus the constant c, and that's our answer. So if you found this problem interesting, do subscribe to the channel and admit that you were unable to solve this interesting problem by giving a like to the video. Also, in the end of this question, I am showing the whole solution at once, and yes, it is. So if you have any other way shorter than this, you can do comment me, or else you can DM me on my Instagram, link is in the description.